Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest to welcome to the podcast. Not only is he a local legend here in the Illinois Valley as a standout football and baseball player at St. Bede Academy in Peru, but he has gone on to play Division I football at South Dakota and is now a member of the WWE. You can follow him on Twitter at Brady Booker _WWE. Ladies and gentlemen, future WWE champion of the world, Brady Booker. Brady, how are we doing, my man?
After an intro like that, I'm fired up. You kidding me?
Hey, man, I've been working on these for a while. It's because I watch too much Pat McAfee, and he's big in the wrestling game. He always tries to cut a good.
You might
good
put
intro.
that in your intro.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I might have to call the WWE, let them know I got a guy to call me in. Heck yeah.
Hey,
I'm
just let me know.
I'm a huge Pat McAfee fan as well.
Great dude. He's gotten me into wrestling lately, and it's because of personalities like that. It's stuff like that that keeps it going and gets people more interested.
Exactly. When even before I applied for this job, I started watching again and seeing what NXT was all about because Pat McAfee was on there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Entertaining and whatnot. So
him kicking Adam Cole in the head. So
yeah, and doing backflips off the cage.
All right, man. Well, let's get into this journey to the WWE. Like I said, you played, baseball and football throughout high school, played Division I football. I believe you didn't start out at South Dakota. Am I correct in that?
Right.
Okay. You end up in South Dakota playing D1 football, and season ends, you're looking to the next thing, and now you sign with the WWE and are part of their next, wave. What in the world, how does that happen? Do you go from D1 football, be like, all right, I'm gonna be a wrestler now?
You know what? In all seriousness, it was something I always kind of joked about. You know what I mean? I was actually prepping to be a lawyer, and thinking about law school, thinking about the LSAT, and I thought to myself, just looking in the mirror, the way I kind of act is like, I'm not ready for a desk job. I'm not ready to wear a tie and sit in a desk every day. I got to do something, And so one night I decided after playing poker with the boys, after the season got canceled, we were talking about, what we were doing. And I went home. I'm like, screw it. I'm going to try out. I Googled WWE application. It took me to the questionnaire, brought me to the website, and I filled it out.
That's amazing. Can you confirm or deny the story that a member of your family may have told us that it was a night with the boys, like you said, playing poker, maybe a couple pops had been drank?
Yeah, something here nor there,
Okay.
So how many people did you try out with?
12. Usually there's about I think they said anywhere from 40 to 100. They've had huge tryouts and whatnot. But, when COVID hit, they had themselves, what they referred to me as an elite tryout, So I felt excited to be able to be a part of something like that because they got back to me like a week later. I was Googling, the person who had come in contact with me to make sure that was real. I was like, oh, geez, I got hacked. Something happened. But no, it was all real, all on the up and up, and I had a flight to Florida. Yeah, but there were 12 of us, and full of ex-NFL guys. And if they weren't an ex-NFL guy, they were their dads or brothers or someone was in the WWE.
Yep.
So when I got down there, everyone was talking, oh, how'd you get there? Oh, they got in contact with my family or my agent. I'm like, yeah, I Googled it, guys. You know what I mean? So at first, I completely thought like, well, free trip to Florida. That was fun.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's awesome.
So like, what's the next step? You're at the Performance Center right now. Are you trying to go like WWE, NXT? How do they set you up for something?
Is it like a path?
Yeah, I would look at the NXT as like your minor leagues. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like your NBA D league and whatnot. You're building a following. They're trying things out, and yeah. And
is that the one that CM
the main goal? Go ahead.
CM Punk just joined that.
Who?
CM Punk. Did he just go to NXT?
CM Punk would be on AEW.
Okay.
AEW.
We don't mention
the second tier. No big deal.
I don't know. I was just asking. I'm sorry.
No, I in all seriousness, I'd rather take this chance to talk about AEW being second tier to the WWE.
Yeah, absolutely.
Heck yeah.
Absolutely. So like you said, you're at the training center. What's like the hardest part for you so far in learning how to be a pro wrestler? Is it the outside of the ring stuff, or is it, what is the hardest thing for you?
I'm glad you asked that because, my sports background, my everything that like I did up to this point. I was a football player. You know, I was a football player for 22 years. And when you play football, you know, it's a lot different than you know, the WWE and sports entertainment wrestling.
Yeah.
And I've always had a big personality. I can put a mic in my hands. I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna have something.
We
to
couldn't have
say.
gathered that by now. You know, we just, you know, we assumed you were very quiet and docile. No, I'm just
Yeah, exactly. That's figured. You know, with my dad, who he is and all. But no, yeah, I've enjoyed all that. That's come pretty naturally. But when it comes to, you know, learning how to throw your body around in the ring and figure it out, that's something I'm still learning how to do. And I'm having fun doing it.
Did you ever, like, you didn't wrestle in high school? Did you ever do like little kids wrestling, or did you?
Yeah, I wrestled back in the day, but that's the thing, you know, I won a state championship, I think, in 8th grade there, and it made me fall in love with basketball, you know. So I also got tall and could dunk, so that was kind of cool.
That helps out too.
Yeah.
That helps out for sure.
Have you been working on like a character? Like, do they pick a name for you going to the ring, or like, are you gonna be a good guy, bad guy? Have you that far into the process yet?
You know, that's still being talked about within those guys, and it's that's something that, you know, you leave to the creative team and whatnot. You know, when that gets announced, they'll be announcing it and whatnot.
Yeah, because like you said, half the thing is being athletic, and half of it's just being a personality that somebody wants to watch.
That's the, you know, that's the cool part about it is,
yeah,
we've got some exceptional athletes. There's a dude named Reggie. He's on, you know, Raw, SmackDown. He comes in there, he's doing all sorts of flips into the ring, around the ring. I mean, there's dudes who are 250, 260 pounds doing flips, getting up in the air. I mean, so there's some exceptional athletes, but everybody's got a personality. Everybody's got a story. Everybody, you know, has something to talk about. So I think, you know, you have to be an exceptional human being to make it in here. So I'm just honored to be with these people every day and thankful that I'm in the position I'm in.
Well, like you said, like you can be, I mean, exceptional athlete, but you've got to be able to put asses in the seats when it all is said and done. You got to put on a show. And I like that you said earlier, you know, sports entertainment. You have to be able to put on a product that people are willing to go out and spend money for, and not just be, you know, you might be the most technical, you know, wrestler in the game, but like if you can't, you know, bring people into the stadium, you know, what are you really contributing to the WWE? That's a huge part of it.
Right. Yeah, it's whatever gets you over, they say.
Yeah,
I'm learning
absolutely.
a lot of good wrestling terminology.
All right, but that being said, we got a guy that we work with who's a huge wrestling fan. He was one of the first guys that, you know, when you tweeted out that you were joining the WWE, he was all over it. There's a bunch of guys here that I know that are big wrestling guys. You know, you being from the area have been pumped about this. So he asked us to ask this question. Shout out to our guy Pigoy. But he asked us to ask you, describe learning how to take a fall / take a bump and hitting the ropes. Does that hurt?
This, you know, people say this is fake. This is not fake. You know, this is not fake. You know,
I totally understand, because I watched you when I was younger, and it's like you see guys breaking collarbones and stuff like that. Like they're still getting thrown off of the thing. You're still doing like this, like that. That's still unbelievably painful.
Yeah, and you know, it takes some peaches to, you know, take some of the bumps that we do. So, yeah, it's hard work, but you know, it's a lot of fun, you know, and you're just a special type of person, you know what I'm saying, if you like it.
Exactly. Is there anything that you've learned so far that you thought was going to be harder than it was?
Just the pageantry of a match, you know what I mean? The work that goes into a match and working through it and how it's done and whatnot. A lot of people have a lot of different stances on how to do things, and it's kind of cool. Wrestling is kind of a language, you know what I mean? And once you learn it, you know, you can kind of, you know, there's Japanese, there's UK, you know, there's even Mexico and whatnot. So there's a lot of different languages, and then there's a lot of similarities, but with its own little twist, you know what I mean?
Right. There's so much going on outside of the match you're seeing on TV that most people probably don't ever think about.
WWE is worldwide. It's insane.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the thing. You know, when I was at the tryout, they just gave us a PowerPoint, and they were talking to us about the number of fans. There are more fans in the WWE than the NFL and NBA.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's insane.
I mean, you see people that go to these events, they are into it. They're going crazy. They just want to be there because they're so diehard fans. I think WWE,
they sell out football stadiums.
They have the most diehard fans.
That's the thing about the WWE, is just that it is worldwide. There's a WWE UK, trying to get something going in Japan. They've been in Mexico before, and it how do I put it? It appeals to everybody. There's a spot in the WWE for every type of person, everything that they're into. So, it's really cool how everybody can turn it on and enjoy some part of the show.
With saying how WWE is worldwide, have they kind of taught you how to cut a promo? Maybe trying to how to go to everybody, how to, I don't know, like how to make a good promo. How have you been taught?
Good promo, bad promo.
Oh, we have promo classes, and we have the best coaches that teach us. We have wrestling coaches, we have our promo coaches. We got the best in the business.
That's very interesting. Like the behind the scene thing. So like everyone sees, oh, it's Monday night, and they see SmackDown and everything. They don't realize that like you guys are prepping all week for the event.
Oh yeah, there's guys showing up, in Orlando at the training center and going to the shows on the road. There's a lot of work to be done. I mean, these people are dedicated, and it's not just. Everybody used to think it's, you're a rock star. These are athletes. These are high quality, athletes.
For sure. So like, what does at the training center, you said, these different coaches you have, what does a typical day look like for you? Like, so we're recording this on Sunday night. You're going to wake up Monday morning. What's a typical Monday morning look like for a guy at the performance training center? Or is there even such thing as a typical day, or does it all kind of vary?
Just to make sure I don't say anything that I'm not supposed to say, you know what I mean? So just to keep it within that, you're by the seat of your pants. There's always a set schedule, but schedules change, and this is the WWE. You know what I mean? It's a show. It's Hollywood. Sure. It's you gotta do what you can, and sometimes it might be somewhere, but then you might have to drive somewhere else. Last minute things, last minute switches. So that's
a good way. That's a good way to train, you guys in the sense of the business that you talk about. Like, I think I listened to an interview with Undertaker, and he said that they're in like 300 cities in a year, or, traveling through places. Like, you never know when that's going to, get turned. Hey, we're going this place or this, to this location. Like,
and that's the thing is, like, right now at the PC, there's your ring training, there's your weightlifting, there's your promos and whatnot. And then whatever else they need you to do, that's kind of our consistent basis. But, there's a lot of things that change. And then as you get on TV, stuff will change even more.
No, for sure. So is there like a person that has stuck out to you? When did you get down to the performance center and start your training?
Started August 30th. It was official.
Okay. So has there been a person that you've kind of run into yet that has left you a little starstruck yet, or is still kind of getting there?
This is a true story. I got choked up when this happened. You know what I mean? It was just so surreal that this is my life and this is what I do for a living. I'm so thankful, and I wake up every day and I can't even believe that I'm in this position. But I was just, doing a physical exam, doing my balance test. I see Shawn Michaels walking around.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this is like my second day. Shawn Michaels walking around, and
the Heartbreak Kid.
I'm wide-eyed. I'm looking at him, and he just walks up all cool, calm, and Brady, how you doing? And I was going to introduce myself. I hadn't met him yet. He goes, "Oh, I know who you are. I watched you play football." Like what? What?
Oh my gosh.
Shawn Michaels is gonna tell me he knows who I am? What? You kidding me?
That's got to be one of those moments you're like, don't fangirl out here, but like at the end of the day, like.
And that's the thing with this job. People say not to be a fanboy and whatnot, but I love doing it. You know what I mean? I love supporting these guys, but there's so many people who just worked hard to be great. That's all it really is a want to be great. You know what I mean? Because all you really got to do is just show up, do your job well, and those people just wanted it more. A guy like Shawn Michaels he's the GOAT, man.
Yeah.
That story is great for my next question is how cool is it to be a professional wrestler? I mean,
I grew up, dumb it down. How cool is it?
I watched DX. I loved that. I love The Rock, all that. It's just, you want to grow up being those guys, and you have an opportunity to be one of those guys.
Like I said, I wake up every morning and I thank God for the position I'm in. I have the greatest job in the world.
That's amazing.
So cool.
I have the greatest job in the world. And I mean, I can see how people would say it's a grind and whatnot, but oh my gosh, what this offers and all the fun it is. I mean, even learning the wrestling moves, I used to do DDTs in my pool, with my buddies and the John Cena FU, oh my gosh, we used to RKO each other onto the couch. Are you kidding me? I do that for a living. You know what I mean? So
it's incredible. Awesome. Like you're just like walking around one day and then you just look in the mirror, you're like, man, this is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd be like that all the time.
I get down here and like I said, I just look around. It's like, why the hell am I here? You know, why the hell do these guys like me? Why'd they give me this job? I still don't understand, but I'm going to work my tail off every day, you know, for it. So.
Right. No, for sure. It's definitely an insane opportunity, and it seems like you're taking in every single bit of it. Is there?
Yeah.
Do you ever get back like I said? Do you ever like at the end of the day just be like, wow, this is nuts?
Yeah, I mean, there's those surreal moments. I mean, even, you know, head coach Matt Bloom, I remember watching him wrestle guys like Brock Lesnar and stuff. Like, he's wrestled every guy in the business. You know, my roommate, his dad is Bull Buchanan, who was John Cena's tag team partner coming up and was in every big time of the early 2000s, you know, the Raw's War era with Stone Cold and every. So there's a lot of cool history to it. Just the stories, man. The stories are just insane, the stories these guys got.
And I'm, like I said, I'm becoming more of a wrestling fan, obviously, with, you know, knowing you. And then when we talked about Pat McAfee, but like, I love listening to interviews on like Pardon My Take or any other podcast I listen to with like the old school wrestlers. They, like I said, Undertaker, I think they've had, was it Kane on? Mm-hmm. They've had so many, you know, old wrestlers. And like you said, man, the stories that these guys tell, it's just the coolest part about, you know, hearing the journey and, you know, knowing what's going on this stuff. You only see it for a couple hours a week and then it goes away. You don't realize, you know, all the, you know, cool shit going on behind that.
That's the thing. All the work that gets put in for that 2-3 hour show. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's insane. So you find out you're signing with the WWE. Do you go and do like any homework on some of your favorite, like former past, you know, wrestlers or, you know, things that they did? Did you, you know, become a student? Because like you say, you were getting done with school. Did you become a student again and start taking notes?
Yeah. You know, that's actually a thing is like, you know, another connection to football is that you can watch a lot of film with wrestling. You can watch a lot of wrestling matches. You know, thank God he's actually my roommate, you know, Bull Buchanan's son, Ben Buchanan, who's doing a great job. You know, Brooks Jensen, if you want to look him up. You know, he's in a tag team with Josh Briggs. They're doing a great job. And so he's already, you know, doing great things. And he's taught me a lot. I mean, he's taught me so much about the game and all the history and all the type of stuff, what to watch in film, basically teaching me how to watch film, you know?
Yeah.
Like my dad used to teach me how to watch football film. He's teaching me how to watch wrestling film.
Definitely.
At some point, it all comes together in life. So you got taught to do the football film. Now it's like your real life job,
which is awesome because I'm so used to this type of grind. It's just a few things you do differently. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Same type of grind.
Absolutely. So let's go back real quick. You played at South Dakota, and I believe South Dakota just had a real nice upset win not too recently, if I'm not mistaken.
They just, you know, we should have beat Kansas, but they just took it to Cal Poly. I mean, took it to them on the ground and in the air. They took them whatever way they wanted, and they couldn't score either. So it was awesome to watch. Got a lot.
It was Kansas. Yeah, that's where I remember. That's the one they should have got. What was you got to play against Nebraska, if I'm not mistaken?
No, it was Oklahoma was our big game.
Oklahoma, okay. I'm assuming that was at Oklahoma. What was that like walking into that
awesome.
stadium?
And to see a guy like Spencer Rattler, you know, that I got to pair up with because we had a 2-time All-American guy at the time, so I was just, you know, working in. I wasn't the guy yet, you know, so I was working in, and I got to take some reps, you know, with Spencer Rattler out there. And
that's awesome.
Being on the same field as a guy like Jalen Hurts. Now I didn't get my hands on him, but he was within yelling distance. Special teams going against guys like Kenneth Murray, you know, first-round draft pick for the Chargers. Just seeing, you know, playing with those elite players and knowing that you can compete with them was on the biggest stage too. Let me tell you about this. Here we go. I hate myself for forgetting this, but I met Brian Bosworth actually at the Oklahoma game.
Oh wow,
God!
You know, I put a big hit for my freshman year at that Division II Quincy University I went to from special teams, our home opener. I just threw it on Instagram, just a kid, you know, wanting to post. Oh, I knocked heads, and he ended up seeing it somehow and he liked it and he followed me, and I was like, oh my God, you're my hero. So I got to talk to him a little bit there over Instagram. We kind of connected. Well, you know, I ended up finding my way to South Dakota. Got a dog, named it Boz.
Yeah.
And got in touch with him again because I tagged him in a post saying we were going to play at Oklahoma, and he came and found me. He grabbed me before the game, and he gave me a little speech. I mean, God. Brian Bosworth singles me out on the side, and he grabs me by the. Oh man. I was that pissed off because someone was grabbing me before kickoff, and I was trying to get in the zone, and I turned around, it's Brian Bosworth. I about started crying and throwing up. I didn't know how to react.
Gosh,
I can't imagine. Like you said, you're pissed off because someone's yanking at you, trying to get there, get ready, and then you're like, oh wait, never mind, I'm not pissed anymore.
Yeah, it's my hero. That is probably still one of the coolest moments, other than meeting Shawn Michaels now. You know what I mean?
You just gotta start keeping a list, man. It's just gonna keep growing.
You know. Whoever said you shouldn't meet your heroes is a damn liar.
You know I couldn't agree more.
Hey, you just keep putting yourself in the right spot, and it's just going to keep happening. But I see that Bears hat. How about them Bears?
Hey,
Bears,
hell yeah today. Hell yeah. About time. Of course, they had to make it stressful at the end, and we got to see Justin Fields, almost kill us. But I appreciate the defense playing and pulling it out for us.
I think 3 interceptions and 5 passes today.
Yeah. At least Khalil Mack finally got a sack.
So obviously, Brady, you played football. What do you? We ask everybody this: should Justin Fields have been the starting quarterback the whole time, and do you think he's going to be the quarterback going forward?
I think if Andy Dalton's knee's a little messed up,
you don't have a choice.
Because who we got next week? We got a pass rush next week.
Oh, who do the Bears? Cleveland.
Yeah, that Cleveland pass rush is going to be up on you, and
Myles Garrett.
If his knee isn't fine, they're going to need to get somebody who can run around. I'd like to see, Justin Fields play more, but then, the scary moment of today that, that linebacker showed that your average NFL linebacker is not your average, college linebacker. He's going to make a play, try to do something there. So hopefully he'll figure out he's young, but
absolutely. No, that's
my favorite thing was the boost that you saw him when he went hit that corner, even though he didn't get to the end zone, you just see the burst that is available.
He's an immaculate athlete. They need to get him involved some way. He's our first-round draft pick. First-round draft pick. Let's use him. Let's do something. If you want to keep him out of the bullshit, the getting hit, running around, fine, protect him. But he's got to be involved some way, somehow.
Yeah, you also saw Andy Dalton try to save his career. He understood that if he got out of there, he may not come back in. So you could tell that he just wanted to get back out there, but that knee just was not good. The adrenaline kind of ran out on him.
Yeah,
Andy
Dalton, no disrespect to him. It's just, it's
Andy Dalton.
Play the cards you're dealt. Yeah, no disrespect to Andy Dalton.
No, he's great. He's been a great NFL player, but he understands. I think he wants to be out there as much as the next guy, but with this injury and stuff, it's just there's things that are going to happen over the next few weeks.
Exactly.
All right, man. We got some rapid fire questions for you. You ready?
All right, I'm fired up.
All right, let's start easy. Like you said, you lift all the time, squats or deadlifts?
Deadlifts.
I'm with you. I stopped squatting.
I just box squat now after 2 knee surgeries. I just box squat.
Wait, we got 2 knee surgeries?
I've got a knee surgery, and a shoulder surgery, and a shoulder surgery. I got one for all of us.
Oh my God.
Good God. I played flag football today, and I thought my knee was going to fall off.
Coach used to pat you on the ass, say, give 100%. Well, I think I did my job. You know what I mean?
I would say so.
Protein shakes or regular meals?
Regular meals.
I'm a sucker for a good protein shake.
Boomy loves a protein shake.
You make a valid point. Steak trumps. I'll take protein shake over chicken though. I eat way too much chicken. I'm sick of it. If I never see chicken again.
Big thing that I do is canned chicken. It's $2 a can. It's premium canned chicken. Hear me out now. Premium canned chicken from Walmart, $2 a can, and you're getting over 60 grams of protein in one can with like 2 grams of fat, 0 grams of carbs. Macro heaven.
There you go.
What do you mix? You can't just eat that out of a can.
So I take it, I mix it with a little buffalo sauce and a little honey. Eat it after a workout.
All right, I'm gonna clip this up so I remember that. I love canned chicken. My wife has made fun of me for the last 7 years about eating canned chicken, and I was like, "Listen, it got me through college. What do you want me to do here?"
Hell yeah, that's the best source of protein there is.
Absolutely. All right,
I'm not eating that canned tuna shit. The cat food.
See, I don't mind tuna.
See,
I don't like it.
The wrong way. I think it's cat food.
I've actually switched to the packets because you're right. Yeah. There's something fishy, and not like in a good way, but like in a something not great.
Dolphin.
Yeah, I was a little nervous. You just keep making it worse for me. All right, South Dakota, the state, or Florida?
It depends on what age I am, because damn, I love the mountains and I love the outdoors and the woods. But right now, I want to be in Florida.
Yeah,
Very true.
Oh, especially in 3 months when it's -5 up here and it's still 65 or 70 down in Florida.
I do remember walking out of the house a couple times at school and my hair would freeze instantly. So I'm not going to miss that very much.
Hey, as a member of the long hair committee, how long have you been growing the locks out?
I get trims, every now
really?
and then, since I'm a WWE guy. I got to stay, pretty, I guess. But to get rid of the dead ends. But I haven't gotten a real haircut since I left the house.
Damn, I'm going on. I've just cleared 2 years.
I might
since
as
my
well
last trim.
for the podcast. Here.
All right. Oh yeah, we're the long hair committee over here.
I did think about letting it all hang.
I see why you like Bosworth.
Oh yeah, he was my look, brother.
Oh yeah, there it is.
The lock.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah,
you really had it tucked up in there.
Oh yeah.
You got me. I don't even. Man. All right. You want the next one?
The Rock or Stone Cold?
Stone Cold.
Stone Cold,
No disrespect, Rock.
No, but I love Stone Cold. That stunner, just like his attitude is amazing.
The rattlesnake. Are you kidding me?
When I was like 9 years old watching him catch beers thrown from the crowd, I thought that was like the epitome of being cool.
Oh, yeah.
He smashing 2 beers together and pouring them all over your face was the epitome of being cool. Yeah.
Oh, and
so true.
I did
there was
that.
Nothing more badass than doing that, and it's all because of him.
I
still
did
want
it
to do
after the Cubs won the World Series.
I still want to do it. Still, sometimes you want to do it, and then you do it, and you're like, well, that was a mess, but that was fun.
All right. Chicago sports, you Cubs or Sox guy?
With me actually being a Cardinals fan, going to get a lot of hate here.
We're going to have to cut that out.
Family's Cub fans, I'll definitely be the Cubs before the Sox.
All right. Let me jump into the next one. NFL Monday Night Football or Monday Night Raw?
Oh, I'm gonna say Monday Night Raw, Vince.
Good answer.
Hell yeah, Vince, Monday Night Raw. But I love switching back to football. Let me tell you.
It's perfect if you got a 2 TV setup. You go Monday Night Raw on one, football on the other.
Especially when you're on Monday Night Raw. That'll be fun.
Hopefully.
What's your favorite cheat meal?
My favorite cheat meal?
You like The Rock eat like 27 chocolate chip pancakes, or?
Oh, when I cheat, I go big. I'll try to eat 10,000 calories or puke before I leave. Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's nice.
But I'd probably say a burger, but I mean, we're doing it all on it. We're putting the brisket, we're putting the pulled pork, we got the beef patty in there somewhere, enough cheese to give you a heart attack, all of it.
I was going to say, I felt the blood coursing from my heart slow down as you were describing that burger, so that sounds fire. All right, let's move into some local IV rapid fire ones here first. And I'll tell you, fried chicken or spaghetti?
Fried chicken.
Do you have any clue? I hope someone at some point in my life, I've lived in the Illinois Valley since I was 8 years old. Why do we eat fried chicken and spaghetti together?
Oh, because it's good. It's a good combo.
Because the Italians that paved the way for all of us got it going, over there in Verrucchi's, over there in the valley, and they were just whipping up, spaghetti and fried chicken.
Well, that was going to be my next question: ribs or Verrucchi's?
Ooh, I've got some family and some background.
You might want to sit this one out.
Who's gonna get mad? No, I gotta make a decision. I'd never leave you boys hanging. I'm gonna go Verrucchi's because all the team dinners and whatnot. So you got to go for Verrucchi's.
They do the traditional families. I actually just ate at Verrucchi's last Wednesday night, and it was incredible, family style. You just load it up, and they had the raviolis.
Man, do I love rips though. Let me tell you, I love that grease-soaked bag, but you have to eat it when you buy it. None of that fridge stuff.
Yeah, you definitely lose something. And there's something to rips about standing in line, drinking a $4 pitcher of beer while you wait, and then eating pickles and Krispies. I still also don't know how that started. And I need to go on like a little tour here to figure out how these traditions started. But there's something in the whole process of ribs that I just makes. So, all right, another spawn. Do you go quarter light or chicken strips at ribs?
Ooh, I have been going the chicken strips.
They just seem more not that their chicken is not
easier
consistent,
to eat,
but
I want the most food as I can get, and I feel like I can just shovel chicken strips.
Yeah,
true.
Oh yeah.
What's your favorite IV eating spot
outside of rips or Verrucchi's?
Back in the day when it was originally owned, the Igloo was a good spot when I was a kid. But Bash has become a pretty good place with the burgers.
Oh, yeah.
And sushi and whatnot,
I'm a big fan of Bash.
Even though it's a little trendy, it has become really good. I enjoy it.
No free ads here, but there's a new burger and sushi place on the far east side of Peru now called SOB, Sushi or Burger. You got to try it out next time you come home. Very comparable to Bash.
Okay, awesome.
And the reason we started going there, me and my wife went there one night at 7:15, and they said the wait time was 1 hour and 45 minutes.
Oh, wow.
I said I'm not eating dinner at 9 o'clock.
No.
So check it out. It's not bad. All right. So your favorite IV eating spot? What's your favorite bar in the Illinois Valley?
You know, I haven't even had a chance to really go out, you know, and enjoy the Illinois Valley on a basis to figure it out. I always just kind of follow my friends wherever we go, but Jackson, the Valley is usually where I like hanging out. Yeah. Have you made it back and seen their new enclosed, kind of not enclosed outdoor space they have? Their little patio with the tables and whatnot. Yeah. Solid choice. Jax is becoming a hot spot in the Illinois Valley there. Absolutely. We're obviously Mendota biased, but you know that's right. Of course. That's a good one. Zach, I never really got to make my way up there. I think I was there, you know, after a couple sweet corn festivals, but nothing too serious. Well, you let us know next time we're home. We'll come show you all the 3 wonderful spots to go to here in town. So, anything else?
I think that's about it.
Brady, anything else on your end, man?
No, I really appreciate you guys having me on. Hopefully I didn't make myself look like too big of a doofus, but this was a lot of fun. Hey, you are always welcome on the Typical Chicago Fans podcast. Don't be a stranger. Good luck with everything at the Performance Center. Make sure to follow Brady at BradyBooker_WWE. Is that Twitter and Instagram? Yes, sir. All right. Anywhere else people can find you, or just keep their eyes open in the next couple of years, huh? Exactly. You know, I'm gonna be down here doing my best, grinding it out to be the next WWE superstar, headlining WrestleMania. You know,
WWE champion.
Have you ever been to a wrestling event?
No, I've never been to one.
All right,
I watched it a lot on TV.
All right, when you make it to the big show, we will attend our first ever WWE live event next time or when you get up and you're in the Chicagoland area, we'll be the first ones to buy tickets. Hell yeah, that's what I want to hear. Hey, I need all the fans I can get. Absolutely. I'm going to make an obnoxious sign too. That was my favorite part of WWE.
Yes, we will.
Absolutely. Make sure you follow Brady at BradyBooker_WWE. Ladies and gentlemen, future WWE champion, Brady Booker. Brady, thanks so much, man. Hey, thank you.